Rainbow of Sounds Music School kepada nak Shillong Maubri Bhoi District kepada perlong sisim citayo hak sisa jan Little Flower Higher Secondary School Maubri kadon bunjait kirukom hikai hak liang ka tem kaput bat karwai ka siau keyboard, guitar, western vocal, Indian classical vocal, kasi instruments bat kasi vocal kikana akibahan news nem senang kila banwan Pyntbit hak neg music school bat amdan jinge nagam tagi larang baru banwan Pyntbit hak neg music school Ka Kunhun Menteri Jong Sorkar MDA2 harin ngejingelang kepala long mentah kesengi kepala long haga jingelam Jong Menteri Rangba kejelau konrad kongkal sangma haba ajengkeran sikilat Bthah khubor unong aiktin Jong Sorkar rupa pol lengdo ulai thu baga Kunhun Menteri Jong Sorkar kala shimye karai ban phalej pule Pyntbit Biang Iaki Ophisar Sorkar nadu ki IAS ki MCS bat ki MPS ki bateri hak Jingtreikam baper Jong Sorkar bat habawan rakyat ketika mat hagani Kunhun kabinet ban phalej Pyntbit Biang ya ki Ophisar kalong nomar baladan kampan penthmai ki jingnak jingtip Jong ki Ophisar kadung bajuk start menta ong ba pol lingdo bat hag bai dei berkejinglot jing sep ban pha pule Biang ne kre kot Biang ya ki Ophisar Sorkar kalong kumakhat sanlak tengka marwei ya ka ba on bai tengka dag Sorkar Uba pol ulai turu ba ka Kunhun Menteri kala manjur ya ki jingterwa ban island ya ki Ophisar ki bateri hagi tenat Sorkar baper ba kentup ya ki All India Services ki Ophisar MCS bat ki MPS bat kumjuru kiwe bekindang beteng ya ki jingpule hagi lain baper kum shibenta banang Kham Janai shushu ya ki Jingtreikam jongki Shushu uba pol long do ulong ro ba kini ki course jongki Ophisar bakin leit pule ki laban jit hi dalade la gadai ha ka online lane ka offline course Hendrai ki nomla ban shim shuti nak Jingtre jongki nak bantaban pendap ya ke jing pule kaba ki babun ki silam ai jihikai ki terwa uba pol ulong ro ba ki Ophisar ki ban yo ya galat ban leit Pyntbit shushu ila ka jingnang jingtip dak nek jing mentoi leng ba Jong Sorkar kinlong laingut ha ka sisnam bat ru ki ban yo jing mentoi kinlong ki badang don ya ka por ban beteng ya ka jing ai jing sikri sa ki pajba kaba omduna saya ka nyosnam balada kim la ban pendap ya ka jing pule kin haban penphai Biang ya ka bisa kaba on perlut dak Sorkar jelah Shushu ba pol ulong ru baya kene lele na ka benta ba ki Ophisar kin la ban ai ka jing sikri ka Biang bat ka paka na ka benta ki pajba jong ka jelah
The whole idea is that we need to upscale the efficiency of our officers. A lot of what the government is trying to do suffers when officers are not qualified enough to understand some of the nitty-gritty of administration. For instance, like notings on files, which are not clear. Which shows lack of depth of understanding of the officer. So what do we do in such cases? We have access to facilities like online courses and the IIM. So we will take advantage of such courses. And this amount that we are investing is also reimbursable in the case that the official concerned fails to complete the course or fails to successfully achieve results. We're not questioning their competence. We're saying that even if you're competent, you should keep reorienting yourself. You may be so well educated, but if you stop reading for the last 5 years, then you're not as good as you were 5 years ago. The education provider is from outside the state. For instance, I mentioned certain organizations and universities which are outside, which offer online courses. But in the case of IIM Shillong, for instance, they will have to physically undertake the course over the weekends. Enhance their capacity. Instead of reading the same note 10 times and not understanding it, after the course they will read it once and understand everything.
So,
once an officer does better after undertaking the course, he will be preferred for many departments which are better departments. First is we took up the matter of toning up and upscaling the efficiency of the bureaucracy of the state, which is a very important link between the political executive and the public. So, in order to facilitate that kind of facility training. Today the cabinet took up the item of mid-career sponsored courses for senior level officers belonging to All India Services, MCS, MPS, MFS, Forest Service and Finance Service. In the course of the discussion, we decided that we will encourage and incentivize our officers to continue learning by pursuing courses at various universities which provide higher degree and diploma courses, and these will be undertaken by our officers without any dislocation from work, meaning that they will not be taking any leave in the course of the training. There will be no study leave. They will be in a position to undertake such courses in the weekends or post office hours. And these courses have been identified, for example, MBA for working professionals offered by IIM Shillong, Masters in Public Policy, an online course offered by the OP Jindal Global University, C Professional Certificate Programs in Data Sciences and AI offered by Indian Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore, or University of Maryland, again an online course. Then is PhD program for working professionals offered by IIM Shillong, and part-time PhD for working professionals offered by Jindal Global Law School and IITs. E. Executive Fellow in Management or PhD in Management program offered by IIMs. So to incentivize these officers, the state government has agreed to proposal to fund the tuition fees for the program up to a limit of rupees 15 lakhs, for which there are conditions tied to it. For example, the officer should have at least 7 years of service left, should undertake the course on a part-time basis without any study leave, and every year up to 3 officers who gain admission to a course of study approved by the government will be sponsored by the government. As I said, the cap is 15 lakh as tuition fees, and will be available to All India Services, Meghalaya Civil Services, Police Services, Forest Services, and Meghalaya Finance Service. And there will be a committee headed by the Chief Secretary to review and approve applications of such officers. We also approved the draft of the Independence Day speech, highlighting the various achievements of the government since it took over, and these, of course, you will be hearing on Independence Day as various dignitaries, including the governor, will be addressing the public on that particular day.